But when we as an offense had too many details, and I'm not going to tell you what happened, and yes, we know what it was and all those things, and I won't say it, but there's these little details that if we just do those things right, you're looking like, oh my gosh, we scored 28 points, or and I just want to win, man. Like, the yards are awesome, great, thanks, yes, but couldn't care less. Like, I just want to win. That's all I care about. Is winning football games, and if we don't do those details right, and every single time, especially when the game's on the line, that's when it matters most.
Shut it up. This episode, I told my wife, is going to be called One Name. As y'all know, standing on business. Today, I have no Saints shirt on, no Saints jersey on, because today doesn't call to celebrate these clowns. Today doesn't call to support these clowns. Only thing I'm here for today is to stand on business. Derek Carr, y'all just heard him talk for about 40, 50 seconds saying, if they clean up the little things in the offense that he's not going to tell us about, but he's going to stuff little things that he and the team knows. But he ain't going to tell the media about, the public about. I'm not media. I'm just a guy who watches football and criticizes and calls out BS when I see it. And that's all I heard from Derek Carr on that media press conference just now was BS, BS, BS. Little things to clean up and get 28 points. You shouldn't even be thinking about 28 points. When the last time the Saints offense scored 28 points? And don't tell me New England 34-0, because that was a pick six last week from Tyrann Matthews, and the defense set them up in a bunch of advantageous situations last week. Now, like I said, the theme of this episode is to stand on business, and I'm really standing on business with Pete Carmichael, Dennis Allen, Derek Carr, the trio who runs this team. Derek runs them on the field. Dennis Allen is the head coach. Pete Carmichael runs the offense, coexists with Derek Carr. Now, we know Pete Carmichael sucks. Sorry, I'm a Saints supporter. I'm a Saints fan. Yes, been a Saints fan ever since I was small, but he sucks. He needs to be fired. I don't care. Let's get that out the way. Every Saints fan, if you are a Saints supporter, knows Pete Carmichael is not the answer at the OC position. Maybe move him to assistant or something, but he is not an offensive coordinator for this New Orleans Saints team this year. He doesn't take advantage of the talent that he has on the roster. But before we get to that, let me tag in on what Derek Carr said. He said the little things we have to fix. Mind you, I'm just jumping all around right quick. The Saints lost to the Texans 20-13 today in Houston. But Derek Carr, he said the little things we have to fix to be better and change things. But said he wouldn't tell what those things were. I hope one of those things is him underthrowing Rashid Shaheed for a wide open walk-in touchdown that Shaheed had to stop for, come back and make a contested catch. Underthrowing him about 10 yards. Just Shaheed is in stride. I mean, if he throws the ball, puts him on a button where he doesn't have to come back. The game is 2020. I hope that's in his little things they have to improve. Another thing, Mr. Checkdown. When the hell Derek Carr turned into Eli Manning in Eli Manning last 2-3 years? Well, he's just checking the ball down every damn play. Now, I know what everybody's going to say. The offensive line is. I mean, some plays, his first read is a check down. Like, what are we doing? Can we push the ball down the field? And I know what y'all gonna say. I have it all in my head. Pete Carmichael got him running all down the field and doing this. It's no separation from the receivers. Hey, I'm not blind. I know people watch the game not blind from Saints tinted colors and eyes. I see some wide open guys running open when Derek Carr making decisions, checking the ball down in Kamara. And he racked up about 300 and 60 yards on a bunch of on that Shaheed play. That was a big play that got him those yards. But a lot of check downs, a couple little medium ball crossing routes, things like that yards have to catch running. But Derek Carr has been underwhelming his 6 games with the Saints. It's no overstating that. There's no understating that. He's been underwhelming. People push for Derek Carr in this offseason. Like I said, when my cousin asked me about Derek Carr this offseason when we got him, and my partner Jay, he's a Raiders fan, so he knows all about Derek Carr. I told him, hey, it's a signing. He's better than Andy Dalton, and that's it. That's what I think about it. It's nothing that I jumped out of my seat for, crave for. I wasn't begging for Derek Carr when it was between the Saints and the Jets, and the Saints were doing all this for Derek Carr. I wasn't in. I'm like, hey, it's Derek Carr. You acting like it's somebody extravagant to be doing all this for, holding out, making long meetings, waiting on him to make a decision. I wasn't with that. And let's talk about this game. In the red zone, Blake Grupe missed 2 kicks. Hey, fine. Kickers miss kicks. He missed 2. He missed the first one, 52-yard. Hey, it happens. He missed on the road. He's been good this season, other than the Green Bay kick that he missed to put us in position to win the game or tie the game, I believe. Back a couple weeks ago, we lost that game because of him, though. He missed a field goal. He missed 2 this week. He missed a 52 the first one. I'm sure everybody's like, hey, it's a hit or miss. We used to him making them, but he missed that one. But the one that killed us was the 29-yard where the Saints could have won up. Well, 16-20. And, hey, they could have had a touchdown to win the game besides tie the game. But, obviously, the Saints didn't get in the end zone after that. So, that you can cancel that out. I'm not the guy here to blame Blake Grupe for the kick. I mean, for missing those kicks. He missed the kicks, fine. He has to do a better job. He has one job, and that's to make field goals. You miss some and you make some. But, hey, he not getting the blame from me on this game. This game here is all on this offense that's been sucky the whole year. And I'm going to use that word. It ain't political correct word. It ain't sports terminology. But the Saints were sucky. Sad and bad. But another thing. The defense secondary, the defense struggled most of the game. And like I've been saying since last year, I tell y'all this all the time. The defensive line, they need help. Hopefully they trade for somebody because drafted people is not the answer with the Saints. Marcus Davenport was a miss. We had Zach Bard, he's drafted. They played him at linebacker. He's a superstar pass rusher in college, but they're going to play him at linebacker. We're not going to talk about what he did with the pick and fumble, but we're going to let it go. Marcus Davenport, Peyton Turner, he's hurt. And I think the 5th-year option coming out on him. Isaiah Foskey can't touch the field. We don't know what he's going to be. But we have a stud, I believe, in Carl Granderson. He got a nice deal early this season. And he disappeared like a game or two, I believe. But he showed out this game. The only guy I saw bringing constant big play, game-changing pressure, getting to C.J. Stroud. Cam Jordan got there a lot as well, but Cam Jordan's finishing ability at this stage of his career is not what it once was. When he gets there, he doesn't usually finish, at least this season. But like last season, it might take Cam Jordan some weeks to get in the groove of getting the sacks and not just the pressures. But he gets there sometimes. Other times, when he does get there, he gets out moved. The quarterback makes a move and he can't finish the play. It winds up in a throwaway play down the field or something like that. But Pete Carmichael, I don't even want to make this too long because y'all watched the game. I watched the game. The play calling after the 50-yard, 60-yard bomb to Rashid Shaheed, horrible. I mean, just bad. Like, we had 4 downs. We had 4 downs to win the game. All 4 downs, I believe the Houston Texans blitzed. Kind of like an all-out blitz. They sent 6 or 7 guys. I had to look back and see, but they sent 6 or 7 guys, and every play, Derek Carr is fading away, throwing the ball up for grabs. 2 of them went out of bounds. One to Olave, one to Rashid Shaheed was off target. They wasn't on the same page. And the other one, Michael Thomas. Yeah, one to Michael Thomas went out of bounds. The other one was picked. The other one to Olave and the other one to Rashid Shaheed. 4 straight downs on all-out blitzes. No underneath routes were thrown to. All were deep streak routes, trying to get it all in one play. When we had 4 downs to get 10 yards, and we had, I believe, 2 timeouts, a timeout or 2. It was bad. It was bad play calling by Pete Carmichael. It was bad running up the offense of Derek Carr, not hey, you know all-out blitz is coming. Check to something quick. You have Michael Thomas. I believe Michael Thomas can beat anyone inside with somebody on his back. Give it to him on a slant route or out route, something, but not 20, 30 yards down the field. But like I said, MVP of this game, I'm going to start giving it out, even though when they lose. But MVP is Carl Granderson. He got to get his only shout out because he's not a part of this. He had a great game, fantastic game. I believe I don't know how many pressures he had. Had a big sack, though. Kept the Saints defense in this game when they were kind of reeling. And that defensive line, they really need to step it up. Secondary had a tough day. Marshawn Lattimore got beat a few times. Alontae Taylor. Paulson Adebo I think he got beat a couple times. A flag that I didn't think was a flag. That was a big call, too. But defense tightened up in the second half. They only gave up 3 points. But the thing with that is the Saints offense matched them and only scored 3 points in the second half. It's like it was a downhill. 1 touchdown in the first quarter, a field goal in the second quarter, another field goal in the third quarter, and no points, a donut in the fourth quarter. And I want people to know this. I asked this last week when they beat the Patriots 34-0. Are the Patriots that bad? And my answer was this week, yes, the Patriots are that bad. And I know y'all wonder what the Patriots got to do with this. Because the Saints are not that good to beat a team 34-0 constantly. It's just the Patriots are bad. And they had bad quarterback play last week, which led to the Saints getting turnovers and setting their offense up. And like I said, advantageous situations where they can win the game and go up 34-0. Now, the Saints defense, I believe, is that good of a magnitude where they could shut a team out, hold a team like, as we seen, they had like 13 straight games of holding a team to under 20 points. And that was broke, I believe, that was broke 2 weeks ago when they lost to Tampa. But this whole season, nobody has scored over 20 against the Saints. The Texans stopped at 20. So the Saints did their job, made adjustments in the second half, and held the Texans to 3 points. But this offense cannot get on the road, can't get on the train, can't get rolling. And it's going to be the Achilles heel for the Saints this season because they can't get no points on the board with all these weapons that they have. And Derek Carr is not the answer right now at quarterback. We'll see if he can turn it around. But I know one thing for sure. We have a quick turnaround this Thursday against the Jaguars. They just won 2 games straight coming out of London. 3 games straight. Two out of London. And they just beat the Coast this week. So we got a good team on the roll right now. And we're 3-3. Luckily, the Falcons lost. Tampa Bay is playing right now. So the NFC South it's still up for grabs, I'll say, if Tampa Bay loses. But the Saints got to get something done because if I see another loss Thursday and this offense struggles, it's going to be hard to convince the Saints supporters and fans not to get rid of Pete Carmichael and Dennis Allen. Your job might be gone at the end of this season. So I don't know why you're holding on to Pete Carmichael so much because your job depends on it. Because if the Saints don't make the playoffs or lose badly in the playoffs, you might be gone this season. And I'm giving that about a 75% chance. But other than that, like I said, MVP Carl Granderson, we want to leave off on a good note because they pissed me off real bad this week. But I ain't get my emotions too cut up. My wife was fussing more than me. But, hey, like I said, Derek Carr, those excuses you made in that press conference about the little things y'all got to improve, and that say you were angry, you were frustrated, I want to know what you were angry and frustrated about because all I hear is all me working through what you said is I came to a conclusion of, hey, we're not on the same page and it's not my fault. We got to get little things cleaned up. We're not communicating. All that is I hear is excuses, passive blaming on somebody else that you didn't get the job done. You with your little temper tantrums and getting frustrated, you haven't produced enough in the league to be throwing temper tantrums to quality players and getting mad for no reason, talking about you want to just win. Well, make the plays to win. Hit your heat in stride. Make the reads at the line of scrimmage, the audible out vertical streaks. Please. In this offensive line, it's just a shambles. Can we draft a whole new set of offensive linemen, please? Give me 3 new offensive linemen. Give me a new OC. Lord Jesus. It working me up. But we got Jacksonville this Thursday, man. Like I said, theme of this week, We standing on business. I ain't putting on no Saints jersey until I see something that I like. Like I said, that 34-0 last week didn't impress me. I don't think it impressed real Saints fans if you really watched the game, because the offense still wasn't what I needed it to be. We can't put together a successful drive constantly in one game. Now, like I said, I'm done. I don't have no more else to say. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this game. 20-13 Houston. CJ Stroud looks like he's going to be a quality stud quarterback in this league. I like what I saw from him. I give props doing D'Amico Ryans looking like a good head coach. And the Texans are 3-3 as well right now. This ain't Houston like New Orleans Cousins, but this ain't no Houston show. But good game from Houston. Look like they got a nice, solid young team over there. But the Saints, disappointing. They're 3-3 when they have one of the easiest schedules in the league, and they already dropped 3 games. The best quarterback they're going to play this year, in my opinion, is coming up Thursday, Trevor Lawrence. They already lost to Jordan Love, blowing a 17-point lead. They lost to Baker Mayfield in his resurrection season. Y'all know what I thought of him at the beginning of the season. But we're not going to get into that. And now they lost to rookie quarterback CJ Stroud. Hey, not looking good. If they drop to 3-4, y'all going to be hearing a lot of boos in the Saints Stadium when they come here. So y'all better tighten up, or the Saints loyal is going to have a lot to say. Now, like I said, I ain't wearing no Saints jersey until I feel y'all prove that y'all can have me bring it out. And I ain't buying a new one either until y'all do something that's worthy of buying a new one. But other than that, TaeVi's out. We standing on business.